In the heart of Rome, on the eve of the crucial battle, Emperor Constantine reportedly had a powerful vision. The night was thick with tension, as the outcome of the impending battle would shape the fate of both the religious and political landscape of the Roman Empire. In this vision, Constantine saw a cross illuminated in the sky, accompanied by the words, "In this sign, conquer." This divine sign would prove pivotal, not only in Constantine's personal journey, but also in the grand narrative of Rome itself. Constantine, who had recently converted to Christianity just before this battle, must have felt a profound sense of destiny and divine intervention. The vision served as a beacon, guiding him through the tumultuous waters of the civil wars of the Tetrarchy. Trumpets blared as Constantine rode triumphantly through Rome under the eyes of cheering crowds, his new religious banner held high. His victory paved the way for the Edict of Milan in 313 AD, marking a significant shift in both religious and political dynamics. By the end of that day, Rome would be forever changed, and Constantine's legacy would echo through the centuries. Before we begin, a small request. Most of the people listening tonight aren't subscribed. If this channel has ever helped you drift off, take a moment to subscribe. It's free, it helps this channel more than you'd think, and you can always change your mind later. And if you feel like it, leave a comment telling me where in the world you're listening from and what time it is where you are. I love reading them. One more thing before we begin. I'm also a co-founder of a sleep app built to be the most affordable one out there. No ads, ever. Just sounds and stories made to help you sleep. It may not be released yet as this video goes up, but if you're watching a little later, it might be out by now. Just search for it, it should be easy to find. It works on iPhone, Android, and everything in between. Downloading it is the best way to support this channel. Constantine I, already ruling in the west, marched his legions toward the strategic point where the Tiber River spanned its banks. The bridge that once facilitated trade and travel now served as a battlefield. October 28, 3012 CE, a date that would forever change Rome's history. This was no ordinary skirmish. It was part of the Roman Civil War, where political power and religious influence were at stake. Maxentius's legions stood ready on one end of the bridge, while Constantine's forces gathered on the other. The air was thick with tension, and the fate of Rome hung in the balance. As the battle unfolded, Maxentius's legions began to crumble under the relentless pressure of Constantine's army. His soldiers broke ranks and fled, their once steady formations descending into chaos. In the chaos, bridges collapsed during Maxentius's retreat. The once calm river now teemed with the desperate and drowning. It was a catastrophe of epic proportions. Maxentius himself met a grim fate in the Tiber River, his body never recovered from its watery grave. The bridge that once connected Rome now served as a somber reminder of a fallen emperor. The Milvian Bridge battle echoed through history as more than just a military triumph. It was a harbinger of religious and political changes that would resonate for centuries to come. In the heart of Rome, a monument stands as a testament to one of history's most pivotal battles, the Arch of Constantine. The arch is not just an architectural marvel, it is a symbol of a turning point in Roman history. The Arch of Constantine, dedicated to commemorate this triumphant moment, is known for its sculptural style and historical significance. Standing 21 meters tall, it is a significant late antique monument in Rome, showcasing Emperor Constantine's victories over Maxentius at the Battle of Milvian Bridge. One of the notable features of this monument is its sculptural program, which includes scenes from earlier emperors. This design choice emphasizes continuity with Rome's imperial past. It's as if the arch is saying, despite the changes, there is a thread that binds the empire together across time. The ceremonial entry of a conquering emperor, known as adventices, was a grand affair marked by trumpets blaring and cheering crowds. For Constantine, this victory meant more than just military triumph. It signified his new role as the sole ruler of the Roman Empire. Constantine's conversion to Christianity before this battle added a spiritual dimension to his victory. The Arch of Constantine stands not only as a memorial of military might, but also as a symbol of religious transformation that would shape the empire for centuries to come. Through its sculptures and historical context, the Arch of Constantine serves as a window into the dramatic events leading up to its construction. It is a testament to the political and religious changes that echoed through history. As you stand beneath this ancient structure, it's not just the architectural details that capture your attention, it's the story of a pivotal moment in history that resonates through every carved stone and sculpted figure. So, as we journey further into Rome's rich history, remember the Arch of Constantine. It is more than just a monument, it is a storyteller, whispering tales of political triumph, religious conversion, and the threads that bind an empire together. Its design is a blend of different periods, reflecting the transition between classical and late antique art. The Arch of Constantine was part of the ancient Roman triumphal tradition. Its grandeur is a testament to the might and influence of Rome during that era. It stands as a tangible link to the glory and complexity of ancient Roman history. The act of reusing older sculptures in new contexts was not merely about conservation or economy, but also about creating a cohesive narrative that transcends individual reigns. By incorporating these reliefs, Constantine sought to align his rule with the storied legacies of Rome's most revered leaders. It was a symbolic gesture meant to instill a sense of continuity and legitimacy. Each recycled sculpture tells a story, not just of its original creator and context, but also of Constantine's vision for his empire. It's as if the arch speaks to the enduring spirit of Rome itself. For instance, the reliefs from Trajan's column depict his military campaigns and conquests. When reused on Constantine's arch, they echo the themes of triumph and imperial might that Constantine wanted to embody. Similarly, sculptures from Hadrian's reign highlight his architectural achievements and civic projects. By including these in the Arch of Constantine, Constantine was able to link his own rule to a long tradition of Roman ingenuity. This practice also underscores how art in Rome was often seen as a collective endeavour, where each new ruler builds upon the legacy of those who came before. By incorporating these recycled sculptures, Constantine not only honoured past emperors, but also wove his own story into the broader tapestry of Roman history. It serves as a reminder that the greatness of Rome was not the work of any single ruler, but rather an accumulation of achievements across centuries. Thus, the Arch of Constantine stands as a powerful symbol of Rome's enduring legacy and the continuity of its imperial greatness. In 36 AD, the Roman Empire was in a state of civil war. The death of Emperor Constantius Chlorus left a power vacuum, and different factions scrambled for control. Among them was his son, Constantine I, who would later come to be known as Constantine the Great. Constantius Chlorus had ruled in the west, and had named his son Constantine as a Caesar under him, setting the stage for Constantine's eventual ascension. Meanwhile, another contender emerged, Maxentius. Proclaimed emperor by the Praetorian Guard in Rome, he ruled over Italy and parts of Africa from 306 AD to 312 AD. In the midst of this power struggle, Constantine emerged as a significant figure. His reign began after his father's death, and he quickly made moves to secure his own position. The stage was set for a confrontation that would reshape the Roman world, the Battle of Milvian Bridge. Situated immediately beside the Colosseum in central Rome, the Arch of Constantine stands as a testament to this significant historical event. Its location is not merely coincidental, but deliberately chosen for its proximity to other notable Roman landmarks, such as the Colosseum and the Palatine Hill. The Arch of Constantine, built using durable materials like marble, is surrounded by these historic sites including the Colosseum, Roman Forum, and Palatine Hill. But why such a strategic placement? The location of the arch provides excellent sightlines to these major Roman monuments, creating a visual harmony that underscores its historical significance. The strategic location among these important historical sites serves as a reminder of the enduring legacy of Constantine's victory, drawing us into the story of ancient Rome's triumphs and tribulations. So, the next time you find yourself in Rome, standing beneath the Arch of Constantine, remember that its location is no accident. it's a carefully chosen vantage point to connect us with the city's glorious past. For it stands as both a monumental feat of architecture and a silent witness to the battles that shaped history, inviting us to ponder the echoes of ancient Rome's grandeur. The streets are thronged with citizens in their finest togas, eager to witness Constantine's triumphant procession. Garlands of laurel drape arches and colonnades, creating a festive atmosphere. As the procession settles into a steady rhythm, the citizens begin to understand that Constantine's reign will bring not only political changes, but also profound religious shifts. Constantine's conversion is believed to have significantly influenced his decision to establish Christianity as a favoured religion within the empire. This shift was memorialised in Raphael's fresco, which includes Christian symbols on the soldiers' shields, a clear nod to Constantine's newfound faith. Today, the Arch of Constantine remains a potent symbol of the legacy of the Arch, a tangible reminder of the seismic changes that took place under Constantine's rule. It stands as both a testament to his military victories and a marker of the profound religious shifts he introduced. The Arch's enduring presence serves as a quiet reminder that the political and spiritual realms are intertwined, and that even the most monumental changes often begin with the smallest shifts in perspective. In this quiet, steady rhythm of reflection, we understand that Constantine's legacy extends far beyond his military conquests. It encompasses the profound religious and cultural changes that he set in motion. And so, the Arch of Constantine stands not merely as a marker of history, but as a living testament to the enduring impact of a single vision. A symbol that echoes through time, reminding us all of the power of transformation. In the tumultuous political landscape of early 4th century Rome, two powerful figures vied for control, Constantine and Maxentius. Maxentius, the son of Emperor Maximian, had seized Rome and much of Italy in a power grab after his father's abdication. Constantine, meanwhile, ruled in the west and had already proven himself a formidable military leader. In the ensuing panic, bridges collapsed under the weight of retreating soldiers. This triumphant procession marked the beginning of Constantine's reign as the sole ruler of the Roman Empire. The fall of Maxentius and Constantine's subsequent rule laid the foundation for a new era in Roman history. Amid the ruins of ancient Rome, a fascinating architectural technique known as spolia emerges. This involves repurposing materials and sculptures from older structures to create new monuments. Unlike mere recycling, spolia is a deliberate practice with deep historical and cultural significance. For instance, the Arch of Titus, constructed in 81 AD, incorporates reliefs originally from the Temple of Jerusalem. These depictions vividly illustrate the Roman triumph over the Jewish revolt. The Arch of Septimius Severus, erected in 2003 AD, showcases sculptures taken from the tomb of Marcus Aurelius and his wife Faustina. Spolia was not merely an act of thrift, but a symbolic gesture, intended to convey continuity with the past, legitimize new rulers, and celebrate military victories. The arch showcases not just Constantine's military prowess, but also his ability to honor and integrate the legacy of previous leaders. This architectural technique holds a special place in Roman history, serving as a tangible link between past and present, embodying the enduring spirit of Rome's greatness. It invites us to consider the layered narrative of Roman history, where each monument tells not just one story, but a continuum of tales woven together through time. Exploring this historical technique adds depth to our understanding of the unique approach employed in creating the Arch of Constantine, enhancing its architectural marvel status even further. Constantine's ascension to power brought significant changes, not just politically, but also religiously. His conversion to Christianity played a pivotal role in shaping his policies and the symbolism of his reign. His religious policies were profoundly influential, marking a turning point in Roman history. One of the most notable actions was the Edict of Milan in 1313 AD. This move was significant as it laid the foundation for Christianity's growth and eventual domination within the Roman Empire. One visible reflection of these religious policies is found in the iconography of the Arch of Constantine. It stands as a testament to how Constantine's religious conversion shaped both his personal beliefs and the broader landscape of Roman society. The arch's symbolism extends beyond military triumph. It represents a shift towards a new religious era in Rome. In essence, the Arch of Constantine embodies not just military success, but also the profound religious changes that Constantine brought to the empire. Illuminating this broader historical context reveals the true significance of the Arch beyond its initial military victory commemoration. In the heart of Rome, the Arch of Constantine stands as a testament to the city's triumphal tradition, its soaring structure echoing through time and space. Beyond its initial military significance, the Arch's architectural marvels and design choices have left an indelible mark on subsequent monuments and artworks. This innovative use of spolia became a common technique in later Roman architecture and beyond, echoing the grandeur of ancient triumphs through recycled materials. The Arch of Constantine also served as a model for Roman imperial propaganda, showcasing the emperor's victories and political prowess in a dramatic and public manner. Its impact can be seen in notable examples, such as the Arch of Titus, which similarly celebrates military conquests using recycled sculptures to create a cohesive visual narrative. The enduring legacy of the Arch of Constantine lies not just in its architectural innovations, but also in its symbolic value, which continues to inspire and inform our understanding of ancient Roman might and artistic expression. Standing beneath the arch today, one cannot help but marvel at the echoes of history that resonate through this timeless structure. From its lofty heights to the intricate details carved into its surface, every element tells a story of triumph and continuity that continues to captivate and inspire. And so, as the sun sets on another day in Rome, the Arch of Constantine stands as a beacon of its glorious past and an enduring symbol of imperial might that continues to inspire and inform our present. As the light fades over Rome, a city that once ruled an empire, we turn our attention to the political context surrounding the Arch of Constantine. In the early 4th century AD, the Roman Empire was a complex web of political alliances and rivalries. At this time, the empire operated under a system known as the Tetrarchy, a form of government where 4 emperors, or Augusti, ruled together. The Tetrarchy was designed to bring stability and efficiency to the vast empire, with each Augustus governing a different quarter. However, this system was not without its challenges. Rivalries and power struggles often erupted among the emperors. Constantine's victory at the Milvian Bridge was a turning point in Roman history. To commemorate this pivotal moment, Constantine ordered the construction of a monumental arch. Originally known as the Arch of Maxentius, it was later rededicated to Constantine. Surrounded by other significant landmarks like the Colosseum and Roman Forum, it serves as a vivid reminder of Rome's imperial might. This practice not only saved time and resources, but also conveyed a powerful symbolic message. By incorporating these earlier works, Constantine was asserting continuity with Rome's imperial past, claiming his place within the lineage of great Roman emperors. These visual narratives reinforce Constantine's message that he was the rightful ruler of Rome, chosen by divine providence to unify the empire under one banner. The intentional symbolism in these artistic choices enhances the arch's significance beyond its architectural grandeur. It stands as a vivid reminder of Constantine's reign, his conversion to Christianity, and the enduring legacy he sought to create. With the arch standing as a testament to his reign, it's crucial to explore how Constantine's reforms impacted its construction and meaning. Constantine's economic reforms were instrumental in stabilizing the empire and funding large-scale projects like the Arch. He introduced a new gold standard, reducing inflation and providing economic stability needed for such ambitious constructions. This unity allowed for the dedication of resources towards monumental projects like the Arch of Constantine. Constantine's conversion to Christianity brought about significant religious reforms that reshaped the empire's cultural landscape. This monumental project would not have been possible without the stability and resources brought by Constantine's governance reforms. it serves as a vivid reminder of the enduring legacy he sought to establish through his innovative governance and visionary leadership. This ceremonial adventus was more than just a show of strength, it served as a means of consolidating his power. By parading through the city under the eyes of cheering crowds, Constantine affirmed his legitimacy and reinforced his grip on the empire. But beyond its military significance, the Arch of Constantine holds another layer of symbolism, one that marks a pivotal shift in Rome's religious landscape. At the heart of this monument lies a powerful religious message, encapsulated in intricate carvings and symbols that reflect Constantine's conversion to Christianity. The most prominent of these is the Chi Rho symbol, carved into the arch's keystone. This monogram, composed of the first two letters of Christ's name in Greek, X Chi and P Rho, signifies Constantine's newfound faith and its centrality to his rule. By incorporating such overt religious symbolism into a monument that celebrates his military triumph, Constantine was not only commemorating a battle won, but also heralding a new era in Rome's history, one where Christianity began to play an increasingly significant role. The Arch of Constantine, therefore, stands not just as a testament to his military prowess, but also as a symbol of the growing religious shift that would ultimately reshape the Roman world. To understand its economic impact, let's delve into the resources and financial burden this project placed on Rome's treasury. The Arch of Constantine is constructed from high-quality materials like marble, which was not only expensive, but also required significant logistical effort to transport. Imagine the sheer volume of labour involved, skilled artisans, masons and sculptors working tirelessly to carve intricate reliefs and ensure structural integrity. The cost of materials alone was staggering: marble blocks, decorative elements, and the necessary infrastructure to support such a massive structure. Add to that the financial burden placed on Rome's treasury, which was already strained by constant warfare and political turmoil. Yet, despite these challenges, the Arch of Constantine stands as a testament to the empire's ability to marshal resources for grand projects. Think about it, every block of marble, every sculpted figure, and each meticulously carved relief was a visible symbol of Rome's might. However, the economic state of the empire during this period was far from stable. Ongoing civil wars and political struggles added further strain. The construction of such a monument served as both a practical display of power and a strategic move to bolster Constantine's legitimacy. It was more than just a monument. It was an investment in the future of Rome and a statement to those who might challenge Constantine's rule. Illustrating the practical and material considerations that went into erecting such a grand monument. Their techniques were honed over generations, using tools of stone and chisel to create the detailed narratives that still captivate visitors today. The artisan's influence is evident in the arch's design, which showcases a flatter and more frontal style characteristic of Constantine's era. Beyond the architects and sculptors, skilled workers laboured to quarry the marble and assemble the colossal structure. Their efforts were integral to erecting this grand monument, which now stands as a testament to their skill and the era's artistic traditions. The Arch of Constantine is more than a symbol of victory, it is a tribute to the artisans who brought it to life. Their names may be lost to history, but their work stands as a silent testament to the human effort and skill that went into creating this architectural marvel. Visitors today can appreciate the arch not just for its historical significance, but also for the craftsmanship that made it possible. The next time you gaze upon the Arch of Constantine, take a moment to acknowledge the artisans who brought this grand vision to reality. But the true influence of this arch lies in its ability to inspire subsequent monuments and artistic styles. For instance, the Arch of Septimius Severus, also located near the Roman Forum, shares many of the same design elements as the Arch of Constantine. Both arches feature a similar three-bay structure, with the central bay containing the main inscription and sculptures, and the side bays adorned with relief panels. This architectural template, set by Constantine's arch, became a standard for future triumphal arches. Moreover, the Arch of Constantine introduced innovations that would influence Roman architecture for centuries to come. The use of spolia, or reused materials and sculptures from earlier monuments, became a hallmark of late antique architecture. The Arch of Titus is another example that follows this tradition, incorporating sculptures and reliefs that originally adorned the Temple of Jerusalem. Thus, the Arch of Constantine served as a catalyst for future artistic and architectural developments in Rome. As you explore this monument, remember that its influence extends far beyond its own walls. It represents a turning point in Roman art and architecture, one that echoes through the centuries in the grandeur of later monuments. By the early 4th century AD, Rome was a city grappling with significant political turmoil and societal changes. The empire had been divided into east and west since 293 AD, with each side ruled by a senior emperor and his junior counterpart. Constantine, later known as Constantine the Great, began his rise to power in this tumultuous environment. Born in 272 AD, he was the son of a military officer who had risen through the ranks during the reigns of Emperors Aurelian and Probus. As a young man, Constantine served in various administrative roles under Emperors Diocletian and Maximian, two of the Tetrarchy rulers who had implemented a system of joint rule over the Roman Empire. The early 4th century saw the empire in crisis, with political power constantly shifting and battles for control erupting frequently. In 36 AD, Constantine's father, Constantius Chlorus, was proclaimed emperor by his troops in Britain following the death of his own superior, Emperor Theodosius. The political climate during this period was marked by intense rivalries and power struggles among various factions vying for control. Constantine, however, managed to navigate these challenges effectively, using both his military prowess and strategic alliances to secure his position. Societally, Rome was also undergoing significant changes. The empire had been expanding for centuries, leading to a diverse mix of cultures and beliefs within its borders. By the early 4th century, Christianity was gaining traction as a major religion, challenging the traditional Roman polytheistic beliefs. Rome's architectural prowess didn't begin with marble monuments like the Arch of Constantine. Its evolution from simple wooden structures to grand triumphal arches is a fascinating journey through time. Early Roman triumphal arches were humble affairs, often constructed from wood. These temporary gateways celebrated military victories, marking the return of conquering generals. But as Rome grew more ambitious, its architects began to experiment with new materials and techniques. One significant innovation was the use of marble. Unlike wood, marble was durable and symbolized permanence, a fitting choice for commemorating enduring achievements. This arch, dedicated to Emperor Titus, showcases the evolving architectural style, more ornate and grand than its wooden predecessors. The Arch of Titus wasn't just a symbol of military victory, it also served as a propaganda tool, depicting scenes from Titus's conquests to solidify his power. As the Roman Empire expanded, so did its architectural ambitions. The triumphal arches grew larger and more complex. Each new arch drew inspiration from past glories while pushing the boundaries of what was possible in design and construction. These structures didn't merely celebrate victories, they told a story of Rome's grandeur, resilience, and technological advancements. By the time Emperor Constantine came to power, triumphal arches had become iconic symbols of Roman achievement. But look closely and you'll see that the arch's design goes beyond celebrating military prowess. Intricate sculptures depict Constantine as a divine figure, surrounded by symbols of his triumph. Constantine's reign brought significant changes to the Roman world, with Christianity gaining prominence. These artistic choices were not accidental. They conveyed Constantine's new political and religious vision. Constantine's conversion affected his policies, paving the way for tolerance and religious syncretism. This cohesive blend of old and new set a precedent for subsequent architectural marvels. The arch's design became a prototype, influencing how later monuments were constructed. The arch's presence among these landmarks underscores its role in Rome's cultural evolution. It serves as a pivotal point connecting the city's past with its future. But what makes this monument particularly special is how it influenced artistic standards and public perception in a lasting way. As you stand under the arch, you can almost hear the echoes of cheering crowds from Constantine's triumphant entry into Rome. By exploring the historical significance and architectural marvel surrounding its creation, we gain a deeper understanding of Rome's cultural evolution. It's a testament to Roman engineering innovations that the Arch of Constantine still stands tall in Rome today. One of the most significant engineering feats behind its creation is the use of concrete. The Romans pioneered the use of concrete in large-scale architecture, a technique that allowed for greater stability and durability over time. The concrete employed in the Arch of Constantine was made from a mix of volcanic ash, lime, and aggregate materials, creating a strong bond that has withstood the test of time. Beyond the innovative use of concrete, another key engineering advancement is the arch's vaulting techniques. The Romans perfected the art of constructing large, unsupported spans using a system of arches and vaults that distributed weight evenly. This skill is prominently showcased in the Arch of Constantine, which features 3 primary arches, the main central arch and 2 smaller side arches. This practice not only honored the past, but also demonstrated the Romans' efficient use of resources and their ability to integrate existing elements into new structures. As we marvel at the Arch of Constantine, it is clear that these engineering innovations have left an enduring legacy that continues to inspire awe and admiration. The technological brilliance behind its creation highlights the Romans' mastery of construction techniques that have stood the test of time. Understanding these engineering feats deepens our appreciation for the monument and its significance in Rome's cultural evolution. The Arch of Constantine stands as a testament to Rome's grandeur and the emperor's triumph, but its significance extends far beyond its monumental presence. Constantine's reign was marked by ambitious infrastructure projects designed to strengthen Rome and solidify his rule. One of the most notable projects initiated under Constantine was the Basilica of Maxentius. The basilica showcased Constantine's architectural prowess and demonstrated his ability to integrate existing structures into his vision for Rome. Another critical infrastructure initiative undertaken by Constantine was the construction of the Aurelian walls. These walls, extending for over 12 miles and featuring 382 towers, were designed to protect Rome from external threats. The Aurelian walls represented a significant engineering feat and a profound commitment to the city's defense and stability. These infrastructure projects underpinned Constantine's vision for a secure and glorious Rome, setting the stage for his triumphal entry and the construction of the Arch of Constantine. As he rode into the city under garlands of laurel, Constantine's procession passed through these very walls, symbolizing his protection and authority over Rome. The Arch of Constantine, standing near other historical sites like the Colosseum and Palatine Hill, serves as a visible reminder of these infrastructural advancements. These projects illustrate how Rome's physical landscape was shaped to support the grandeur and significance of Constantine's reign and his legacy. Constantine's infrastructure developments not only bolstered Rome's defences, but also enhanced its cultural and historical prestige. As a symbol of imperial unity, the Arch of Constantine stands as a beacon of Constantine's achievements and his vision for Rome's future. It reminds us of a time when Rome was unified under a single ruler who sought to meld the empire's past with its evolving present. One of the most striking features of the Arch is its series of friezes that depict scenes from earlier emperors' reigns. These aren't just decorative elements, they are a deliberate artistic choice to emphasize continuity with Rome's glorious past. For instance, the frieze dedicated to Emperor Trajan shows his victories in Dacia and Germany. This isn't a coincidence. It's a statement that Constantine sees himself as a successor to these great leaders. Moving higher up the arch, you'll find depictions from Emperor Hadrian's rule, showcasing his campaigns in Germania and Judea. These aren't just historical scenes, they are Constantine's way of visually aligning himself with a legacy of strong leadership. The artistic significance of these recycled sculptures is profound. By incorporating elements from Trajan and Hadrian's monuments, Constantine isn't just celebrating his own victories, but also paying homage to the emperors who came before him. The top of the arch features a grand scene from Emperor Marcus Aurelius's reign, showing his triumph over the Germanic tribes. This is more than just a visual nod. It's a powerful symbol of Constantine's desire to unify the empire under a single rule once again. As you observe these intricate carvings, remember that each one is not merely a historical record, but a deliberate artistic choice aimed at conveying a specific message about Constantine's place in Roman history. But the Arch of Constantine isn't just about celebrating past emperors. It also showcases scenes from Constantine's own victories and his conversion to Christianity. The artistic expression here is profoundly meaningful. By portraying these specific events, Constantine is asserting his role as a divinely guided leader who has unified the empire under one banner. Step back and take in the entire arch. The grandeur of the sculptures, the continuity they represent, and the symbolism they convey all contribute to a powerful narrative about Rome's history and Constantine's place within it. Perhaps the most striking aspect of the Arch of Constantine is that it offers a closer look at the rich artwork and symbols that adorn this monumental structure, each one carrying layers of historical and artistic significance. This isn't just a monument, it's a storybook carved in stone, a testament to the rich tapestry of Roman history and the artistic genius of late antiquity. Literature has frequently drawn inspiration from this triumphal arch, using it as a symbol of imperial might and the grandeur of Rome's past. In art, the Arch of Constantine has been depicted countless times, from early sketches and paintings to modern digital renderings. Artists have sought to capture its grandeur not only in still images but also through dynamic scenes that portray the triumphal processions it once witnessed. Philosophers have used the arch as a metaphor for the transience of power and the fragility of human achievements. It serves as a tangible reminder that even the mightiest empires and their most renowned leaders are subject to the relentless march of time. The arch's cultural influence extends beyond its original context, reminding us of the enduring legacy of Rome and the profound impact it has had on Western civilization. Its depiction in various forms of art and literature underscores its significance as a symbol not just of Roman history, but of the broader human experience. It's a vivid reminder of the dramatic events leading up to its construction and the broader cultural landscape that it has influenced. By delving into its depiction in literature, art, and philosophy, we see that the Arch of Constantine's significance extends far beyond its architectural marvels. Its cultural influence underscores the broader themes of power, legacy, and the enduring spirit of human achievement that it represents. In the ancient world, the use of spolia signified more than just pragmatism. It was a powerful symbolic act that asserted dominance over the vanquished and affirmed the continuity of power. This tradition can be seen in various monuments throughout Rome's history. The reuse of these earlier monuments was not mere happenstance, it was a deliberate choice that carried profound symbolic weight. By incorporating elements from previous empires, Constantine's arch declared continuity with Rome's imperial past, while also signalling his own unique triumph. This practice of reusing materials from defeated empires served multiple purposes. It economized on new construction, provided a quick way to create grand monuments, and most importantly, it reinforced the narrative of Rome's unbroken lineage of power. Understanding this context enriches our appreciation for the Arch of Constantine, transforming it from a mere architectural feat into a rich tapestry woven with threads of history, symbolism, and the enduring spirit of Rome. With the addition of the Arch of Constantine, this area became a significant passageway for both ceremonial and everyday traffic. The arch stood as an iconic marker for triumphal processions, like the adventuses of a conquering emperor, enhancing the significance of this route. This integration fostered the development of surrounding areas, as public spaces and commercial districts often grew around such significant landmarks. In doing so, it both highlighted the architectural marvels of previous eras and anchored them within the narrative of Constantine's reign and military achievements. The Arch of Constantine also played a role in shaping the urban fabric by providing a focal point for the area around it. From the changes in traffic flow to the development of surrounding areas, the arch's construction illustrates the practical and aesthetic effects it had on Rome's urban design. Excavations near the Colosseum have uncovered artifacts dating back to the time of Constantine, shedding new light on the era's political and cultural landscape. Scholars now debate whether the arch's sculptural style represents a radical break from its predecessors or an evolution within a continuous tradition. The use of recycled materials from earlier monuments, once seen as economical reuse, is now interpreted as a deliberate strategy to link Constantine's reign with the glorious past of Rome. Moreover, contemporary research has challenged the long-held belief that the arch was solely a celebration of military victory. Some historians argue it also commemorates Constantine's religious conversion and his role in legitimizing Christianity within the empire. The arch's location, near the Colosseum and Palatine Hill, emphasizes its political significance as a symbol of Constantine's rule and his transition from a military leader to an imperial authority. Current scholarly debates also explore the arch's influence on subsequent Roman art and architecture, highlighting its enduring legacy in shaping cultural narratives and artistic practices. For visitors today, understanding these contemporary historical perspectives enriches the experience of standing before this monumental structure, appreciating not just its grandeur, but also its profound symbolism and continuing relevance. The reliefs on the arch depict scenes from Constantine's triumph over Maxentius, interwoven with imagery that harkens back to Rome's imperial past. On one side, you'll see figures representing pagan deities such as Apollo and Diana, alongside mythical creatures like centaurs and griffins. These motifs are a nod to the classical era, when Rome was still deeply entrenched in pagan beliefs and practices. They serve as a reminder of the continuity Constantine sought to maintain with Rome's illustrious history. Yet, amid these traditional motifs, you'll also find early Christian symbolism subtly integrated into the design. For instance, a cross appears alongside a wreath in one of the reliefs. This cross is not just a decorative element, but a powerful symbol of Constantine's conversion to Christianity and his role in reshaping Rome's religious landscape. The coexistence of these pagan and Christian elements within a single monument reflects Constantine's strategic approach to unifying his empire under a new faith, while honoring its traditional roots. As you stand before this monument, you can sense the tension between old and new, a tension that was crucial in forging the religious landscape of modern Europe. In exploring its intricate details, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity of this historical moment and the monument's enduring relevance in shaping our world today. The naval battles depicted on the arch illustrate Constantine's mastery over both land and sea. His fleet's victory off the coast of Ostia crippled Maxentius' supply lines, further weakening his position and contributing to his ultimate downfall. These military scenes not only highlight Constantine's tactical genius, but also underscore the importance of each strategic move in securing his eventual triumph. Each victory built on the last, culminating in the decisive defeat of Maxentius and Constantine's emergence as the sole ruler of the Roman Empire. In its grandeur and detail, the arch serves as a testament to the enduring significance of strategic prowess and military victory in the narrative of empire building. Each scene etched into the marble tells a story of careful planning, daring execution, and ultimate triumph that forever changed the course of Roman history. As we stand before this monumental tribute to Constantine's military genius, we are reminded of the profound impact his strategic victories had on the Roman world and the lasting legacy he left behind. By incorporating these earlier works into his own monument, Constantine was making a bold statement about continuity and legitimacy. He was essentially claiming the mantle of Rome's great past leaders, positioning himself as their successor and heir. This symbolic gesture served to reinforce his authority and unify his reign with the glorious history of the Roman Empire. One notable example is the sculpture depicting the Emperor Trajan addressing his troops before a battle. This image was originally part of Trajan's column, erected in 1113 AD to commemorate his victories over the Dacians. By including this scene in the arch, Constantine aligned himself with Trajan's military prowess and strategic acumen. These specific choices in material reuse were not accidental. They served as powerful visual cues, drawing parallels between Constantine and the emperors whose materials he appropriated. This practice of spolia was a sophisticated form of political messaging designed to evoke historical echoes that bolstered Constantine's image and legitimacy. Moreover, the use of spolia extended beyond military themes. The arch also features sculptures from religious contexts, such as those depicting Roman deities and mythological figures. By incorporating these elements, Constantine was not only claiming a political legacy, but also a cultural one. The construction of this grand arch did not go unnoticed by the Roman senators and other emperors. Constantine's decision to build an arch dedicated solely to himself was a bold move that sent shockwaves through the political landscape. While some Roman senators saw it as a symbol of his growing power and influence, others viewed it with skepticism and concern. They worried that Constantine was consolidating too much authority, potentially upsetting the delicate balance of power within the empire. The public's reaction was more varied. Some hailed Constantine as a hero and savior, while others saw it as an overreach of power. However, the general sentiment was one of admiration for his military prowess and the stability he brought to Rome. The arch's construction served as a clear statement that Constantine was a force to be reckoned with. It affected alliances and power balances, leading some emperors to seek his favor while others sought ways to undermine him. It was through this arch that Constantine not only celebrated his victory, but also laid the groundwork for a new era of Roman politics, one deeply intertwined with his own legacy and vision. As you stand beneath this monumental arch today, you are not just witnessing a historical relic, but also the profound impact it had on shaping Rome's political landscape during Constantine's reign. Beneath the soaring arch, you'll find a detailed story carved into stone. Each sculpture is not just art, but a carefully crafted message meant to influence the hearts and minds of Rome's citizens. Constantine understood that power wasn't just about military might, it was also about controlling the narrative. Look closely at the reliefs on the Arch of Constantine and you'll see depictions of his victories and glorious deeds. These weren't just decorations, they were strategic messages aimed at the common people and elite alike. By displaying his military prowess and divine favor, Constantine was sending a clear message: he was the legitimate ruler. Imagine a soldier returning from battle, seeing these images and being reminded that Constantine is not just an emperor, but also a conqueror blessed by the divine. And that's where propaganda comes in, a visual narrative designed to shape public opinion. It's not just about showing off his victories, it's about instilling a sense of awe and loyalty. Look closely at the sculptures adorning the arch. They depict not just military scenes, but mythological references. Constantine's victory is framed within the context of divine endorsement. The god Sol Invictus, or the unconquered sun, is prominently featured. The inclusion of this god reinforces Constantine's divine right to rule and his claim to being a chosen leader. The goddess Victory is another prominent figure on the arch. Victory, often depicted with wings, symbolizes triumph and divine favor. Her presence underscores the idea that Constantine's victory was not just a military feat, but a divine blessing. It perpetuates the Roman Imperial mythology, presenting Constantine as a divinely anointed ruler. The Arch of Constantine, completed in AD 315, stands as a powerful symbol not only of his military victory, but also of Rome's ongoing efforts at urban renewal. During this period, the city was undergoing significant changes to revitalize its public spaces and infrastructure. Constantine's reign saw a concentrated effort to restore the city's grandeur. This included constructing new monuments and refurbishing existing ones. His architectural projects were designed to project an image of strength and continuity with the glorious past of the Roman Empire. Its construction involved repurposing sculptural elements from earlier monuments, such as those dedicated to Trajan and Hadrian. Rome's urban landscape was not only a stage for political pageantry, but also a symbolic backdrop that reinforced Constantine's authority and divine favor. Constantine's triumphant procession through Rome, adorned with garlands and thronging crowds, was a visible manifestation of these urban renewal efforts. These efforts not only enhanced the physical beauty and functionality of the city, but also served to reinforce Constantine's rule and his divine mandate. These small, circulating artifacts bore elements directly inspired by the Arch, conveying Constantine's message across the vast expanse of his empire. Take, for instance, the coins featuring Constantine's triumphant figure. These images weren't merely decorative, they held profound symbolic significance. On one side of these coins, you might see Constantine standing victorious, a clear reference to the Arch's design. This wasn't just about military might, it was a reminder of his divine mandate. These coins were more than just currency. They were miniature proclamations of imperial power and divine favor. Each time one was exchanged, the message resonated anew. Other coins featured more specific details from the Arch's reliefs, such as depictions of Constantine's soldiers or scenes from his battles. These weren't mere artistic choices. They were deliberate selections intended to glorify his reign and spread its legitimacy. Consider the coins that bore images of Constantine's soldiers holding labarums, staffs topped with flags or banners. This wasn't just a detail, it was a visual cue, reinforcing his military prowess and the continuity of Roman imperial tradition. Each coin carried a piece of Constantine's legacy, quietly affirming his authority and divine right to rule. In this way, the Arch's motifs weren't confined to marble. They were dispersed throughout the empire on these small, everyday artifacts. These coin designs weren't just aesthetic choices. They served a strategic purpose, spreading Constantine's message and reinforcing his rule across the vast territory of the Roman Empire. Think about the people who held these coins in their hands: soldiers receiving payment, merchants conducting trade, citizens going about daily life. Each coin was a subtle reminder of Constantine's victory and his new religious direction. Constantine's vision at the Milvian Bridge wasn't just a pivotal moment in history, it became an icon engraved on currency, traveling with each transaction. This dissemination was no accident. It was a calculated strategy to reinforce imperial ideology through visual storytelling on a mass scale. The motifs and messages of the Arch of Constantine weren't meant to be confined to Rome. They were designed to travel, to spread their message far and wide. This dissemination strategy underscored the power of symbols in shaping collective consciousness and reinforcing political authority. These older reliefs are strategically placed to create a coherent narrative that emphasizes continuity with Rome's imperial past. It's as if Constantine is saying, "I am part of this great lineage." But the message goes deeper than just a family tree. The Arch serves as a powerful tool for shaping political narratives and consolidating power. By using sculptures from earlier emperors, Constantine sends a clear message to the public: "I am the legitimate successor, continuing a great tradition." This visual continuity helps to legitimize his rule and unify the Roman people under his banner. As you walk beneath the Arch of Constantine, the message is clear: Rome's greatness endures through its emperors, and I am a part of that legacy. It's a subtle yet powerful narrative tool used by Constantine to shape public perception and solidify his place in history. Amidst this grandeur was a symbol of Constantine's new power and religious policies, the Arch of Constantine. But it's the sculptures of Constantine that reveal his true intent. Here, we see him in a pose reminiscent of Roman gods, with an aura around his head, a clear indication of his divine status. This wasn't just about personal glorification, it was about promoting a new religious narrative. The inscriptions on the arch proclaim Constantine's victories and highlight his role as emperor, but they also mention his conversion to Christianity. This public display wasn't just about winning a battle, it was about unifying Rome under a new spiritual banner. This monument was more than a celebration of military victory. It was a powerful tool in Constantine's effort to shape the spiritual landscape of Rome. And so, the narrative that Constantine wanted Romans to remember is clear. His greatness endures not just through military prowess, but also through his divine-like status and his conversion to Christianity. The Arch's dedication to this pivotal battle underscores how Constantine leveraged his military successes to assert his imperial legacy. Constantine's religious reforms, including the Edict of Milan, were instrumental in reshaping both the spiritual and political landscape of Rome. Constantine's strategic marriage to Fausta, daughter of the powerful Maximian dynasty, further consolidated his power and established a lineage that would endure for generations. The arch serves not only as a historical marker, but also as a dynastic symbol, connecting Constantine's reign to Rome's grander narrative. The arch's enduring presence in the heart of Rome is a poignant reminder of Constantine's strategic prowess and his lasting influence on the empire. Constantine's rise to power brought significant changes to its religious tapestry. His conversion to Christianity was a seismic event that would reverberate through history. However, it also incorporates new elements that reflect Constantine's Christian leanings. These include the use of Christian symbols and motifs that had not been seen in Roman art before. This blending of old and new is not just aesthetic, but also deeply symbolic of the shifts occurring in Roman religion. The arch marks a pivotal point in Rome's transition from a predominantly pagan society to one that increasingly embraces Christianity. It signifies the coexistence of traditional Roman values and the emerging Christian ethos. It reminds us that even in the grandeur of Imperial Rome, profound spiritual changes were underway. The Arch of Constantine is not just a historical artifact, it's a vivid record of Rome's evolving religious identity. And it stands as a testament to Constantine's strategic and spiritual legacy in the Eternal City. The Arch of Constantine, towering at 21 meters tall, is a marvel of Roman engineering and a symbol of Constantine's rule and conversion to Christianity. Its construction was not just a celebration of victory, but also an architectural feat showcasing advanced techniques for stability and durability. But the Arch of Constantine's true legacy lies not just in its structural prowess, but also in its enduring iconography. The imagery carved into the arch has left an indelible mark on Western art and culture. From depictions of Constantine to scenes from the Battle of Milvian Bridge, the arch's visual narrative continues to resonate centuries later. The enduring influence of the Arch of Constantine's iconography is a testament to its cultural significance. It serves as a visual chronicle of one of the most pivotal moments in Roman history, shaping our understanding of the rise of Christianity and the fall of pagan Rome. These reliefs were repurposed from older monuments to emphasize continuity with Rome's imperial past. Yet, they coexist with Christian symbols that mark Constantine's conversion. On one side, there's a depiction of the battle itself, Constantine triumphing over Maxentius. On the other, Constantine is shown offering sacrifices to pagan gods. This duality reflects Rome's evolving spiritual climate. Pagan symbols endured, while Christianity began its rise under Constantine. The arch serves as a visual record of this complex transition. This integration of symbols illustrates how Constantine tried to bridge divides and maintain unity among Romans during a time of significant spiritual change. Walking beneath its towering span, one can feel the weight of history, a tangible connection to Romans' past and their journey from paganism to Christianity. The Arch of Constantine offers a deeper insight into how Rome navigated its spiritual shifts, reflecting both the old world and the new beliefs that were taking root in its society. Thus, this iconic monument serves not just as a military trophy, but also as a testament to Rome's complex religious journey during one of its most pivotal eras. The architects of the Arch of Constantine pioneered techniques such as the extensive use of concrete, a material that would become synonymous with Roman engineering excellence. This innovative approach allowed for the creation of stronger and more stable structures, setting a new standard in architectural practice. The use of these reclaimed materials is a clever demonstration of the Romans' ability to blend tradition with innovation, a hallmark of their architectural prowess. By repurposing existing sculptures, they were able to create a monument that was both aesthetically pleasing and deeply symbolic. The reuse of older sculptures to create a cohesive whole was not only economical, but also deeply symbolic. It emphasized continuity with Rome's imperial past while celebrating Constantine's triumph. This innovative approach set a precedent that would be echoed in later Roman monuments, creating a sense of historical continuity that was both visually appealing and meaningful to the people. The arch's grandeur and symbolism did not go unnoticed by Constantine's successors. His influence extended beyond his own reign, shaping the artistic landscape of Rome for decades to come. The Arch of Constantine's influence can be seen in subsequent monuments, such as the Arch of Janus Quadrifrons and the later Arch of Septimius Severus. These arches carried forward the artistic traditions that Constantine had introduced. Through these arches, the artistic vision of Constantine lived on, perpetuating his legacy and solidifying his place in Roman history. Its influence rippled through time, shaping the city's artistic traditions and leaving an indelible mark on Roman history. Before the Arch of Constantine stood proudly in Rome, a complex political system known as the Tetrarchy system shaped the city's landscape and the rise of powerful figures like Constantine. This innovative governance structure was introduced by Emperor Diocletian to manage the vast Roman Empire more efficiently. The Tetrarchy system divided the empire into two main parts, each ruled by an Augustus and a Caesar. The two senior rulers, or Augusti, held ultimate authority, while the junior co-rulers, or Caesaries, served as their deputies. This political arrangement aimed to ensure stability and continuity in leadership. If a senior Augustus died, his junior Caesar would step up to take his place, maintaining a seamless transition of power. One of the key figures who benefited from this system was Constantine I. Born into a prominent military family, he rose through the ranks under the guidance of Diocletian and Galerius. Constantine's political savvy and military prowess caught the attention of Emperor Galerius, who saw him as a potential successor to maintain the delicate balance of power within the Tetrarchy. This crucial victory over Maxentius, facilitated by his vision and newfound religious devotion, solidified Constantine's power and set the stage for a unified Roman Empire under his rule. The arch's design, incorporating elements from earlier emperors, symbolizes the continuity and transition from the Tetrarchy system to Constantine's sole rule. Understanding the Tetrarchy system's influence helps us appreciate how Constantine navigated complex political dynamics to emerge as a pivotal figure in Roman history. Triumphal arches like Constantine's played a crucial role in defining public spaces and shaping the cityscape. They served as grand gateways through which emperors and generals entered the city, accompanied by their victorious armies. These processions were not just ceremonial spectacles, but also practical means to manage the city's traffic flow. By strategically placing these arches at key entrances and intersections, they guided the movement of people and vehicles, creating order amidst the bustling city streets. It stood as a symbol of Constantine's might and the shift in power dynamics within the Roman Empire. In this way, the arch influenced not just the physical landscape, but also the symbolic one, embodying Constantine's ambition and the evolving political climate. By the time Constantine's reign ended, Rome's cityscape had been reshaped by such architectural statements of power and triumph. These monuments served as both practical urban design elements and enduring symbols of Rome's imperial might. However, this grand structure is not just a celebration of Constantine's victory, it is also a testament to the architectural and artistic evolution of Rome. One of the most intriguing aspects of this monument is the mysterious fate of its lost reliefs. Historical records indicate that the Arch of Constantine originally featured a rich array of sculptural decorations. These reliefs were likely located on the Attic story of the arch, a common practice in Roman architecture to display prominent scenes and figures. Over time, many of these reliefs have gone missing, leaving us to ponder their fate and the reasons behind their disappearance. Archaeological evidence suggests that some reliefs might have been recycled or repurposed in other Roman structures. Others may have been stolen or lost during periods of unrest and conflict in Rome's turbulent history. The loss of these reliefs offers a glimpse into the evolving artistic vision and political narrative that Constantine sought to convey. understanding the original reliefs enhances our appreciation for the monument's intended message and its place in Rome's historical timeline. Each time we explore the Arch of Constantine, we not only marvel at its architectural grandeur, but also ponder the stories and symbols that once adorned its surfaces. The mystery of the lost reliefs adds a layer of intrigue to this historic site, drawing us into the rich tapestry of Rome's past. As we walk beneath the Arch of Constantine today, let us remember the stories that once graced its walls and the enduring legacy they leave behind. Before we delve into the monument's influence, let's consider the strategic importance of its location. The arch stands near the Colosseum and Palatine Hill, a prime site chosen for its visibility and symbolic significance. Its positioning was no accident. It served to remind all who passed under it of Constantine's triumph and his role in the city. But beyond its symbolic power, the placement of the arch also had practical implications for the city's layout. Its construction influenced traffic flow, with visitors and residents often taking the path of least resistance through the arch. This altered the way people moved through certain parts of Rome, funneling traffic towards major landmarks like the Colosseum. Moreover, the arch's grandeur likely contributed to the development of other monuments and public spaces nearby. Imagine how the scale of the arch might have compelled neighbouring projects to match or even surpass its stature. Over time, this dynamic reshaped not just the physical appearance, but also the functional layout of Rome's urban landscape. Today, as we look at this grand monument, we see more than a memorial to an emperor's victory. We witness the enduring imprint of that triumph on the city's very fabric. And so, under the cool shadows cast by this ancient structure, we remember that every corner of Rome tells a story. For it is in these silent stones that the echoes of ancient glory and the whispers of enduring legacy continue to resonate. And as we take one last look before stepping away, we are left with the profound understanding that every monument, no matter how grand, serves as a humble piece in the vast mosaic of Rome's history.